So in the news this week, y'all, Saweetie and Quavo, y'all already know what happened with Saweetie and Quavo. So we just gonna send prayers up to that girl and to that boy for their situation. Hopefully they find love, whether it's with each other or with someone else. So y'all can say the judgment for your mamas. Don't do them like that. We all have people that are toxic as fuck in our lives that we may have just ongoing relationships with. So don't judge her for going back or forgiving him for whatever. Don't judge him for what he. Let them figure it out. Only God can judge us, or whoever you believe in. You feel me? So don't do that. Let's celebrate Saweetie because she just got not a new, but she just got an extension to her publishing deal with the Warner Chappelle Music Group. And that's big, y'all, for an artist to get publishing rights, first of all, and to get an extension of them. That's an Icy Girl gang life. I'm going to Icy University because I need Saweetie to teach me how to win and how to live. I'm really trying to pimp the game in 2021. And she is really just getting blessings on top of blessings. So in the midst of her having a bad situation, let's applaud her for having something good happen. She take them back to the streets like. And now let's move on to a continuation of a story that I covered a few weeks ago. I talked about Sharon Osborne and how she was potentially facing getting canceled for the way that she treated Cheryl Underwood on The Talk and how she stood up for Piers Morgan after he disrespected Meghan Markle. Well, Sharon is gone from The Talk, y'all, so they are probably going to replace her with someone better, as if that's really that hard to do. But names have been thrown out like Holly Robinson Pete, who Sharon Osborne once said was too ghetto for The Talk. We'll maybe see who fills in that spot. I have a few suggestions. I mean, I'm open. Y'all don't got no men on the panel. And I feel like I would really fit the bill. I would fit in well with them. So y'all, CBS was good. Hit me up. But yeah, Sharon got a good little check to get sent on her merry little way back over the pond to England. So it's not like she just got canceled and that's it. Like, she got paid at least, I think they said $10 million to get fired. I would love for somebody to give me some severance pay like that. All right, last up, y'all. We gotta send prayers up one more time. We already sent prayers up to Saweetie. So we just gonna have at the end of this video, we just gonna get on our knees and pray together. All right, y'all ready? We gotta talk about Donnie Mcclurkin. We fall down, but we get up. He said that he feels like he's gonna be single for the rest of his life because he cannot fight his homosexual urges. Now, for him to be that open and transparent, I really gotta applaud him because I know that that's hard as a gospel singer, and I know that he realizes he's gonna get judged for coming out and literally coming out and saying that. But like he said, and he talked about the fact that he was molested as a child, and he said that before he even knew what it was to love a woman or what a woman would want, a man basically forced him into a sexual situation. So his first sexual encounter was with a man, and so that's all he knew. And I think that is really a thing that is unspoken and not talked about. And for him to kind of bring that to the forefront, him being 61 years old and saying that this has been a lifelong struggle for him, that's real and that's big. And I wanted to close with that story because I feel like we should definitely send some positive vibes his way, whether you judge him or not, whether you even know Donnie Mcclurkin. Like, I grew up on gospel music, so I know and love Donnie Mcclurkin. So to hear him say that, me being gay, I feel like that is, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And so, I don't know. I just want to leave y'all with that to think about. So stay tuned now because I got a dope interview with singer and songwriter Justin Tysean. Y'all really got to check him out, and you're about to because you ain't going nowhere. Stay tuned, baby. Interview is next. Hola. It's your boy Cortez Mac. I am joined. Oh, I really kept the tone right there. It's your boy Justin Tysean right here with me. And we are about to embark on an interview that I gotta say that I'm excited for because I love putting my audience on to new artists and giving artists the platform that I feel like they deserve. And you rep Atlanta, so we had to chop it up. So how you feeling today?
I am so excited to be here. Like, I'm so excited to be talking about my music, being able to be on a platform such as this, and let's go.
Let's get it. So we'll just jump into it. What sparked
your desire to go into the music industry full time? Because there's people who like dibble and dabble and try to, you know, drop a little something here or there, but you're doing this.
Yeah.
Like, what got you into it full time?
Well, a few years ago, I started doing it, and I was in a competition called Sing for Your Life Atlanta.
Okay.
And I advanced pretty far in the competition. After that, I just kind of stopped because I really didn't see the future for music outside of doing like little shows in Atlanta. Last year kind of sparked something in me to like, you want to do this. You really can't see yourself doing nothing else. Like working this 9 to 5, very much unhappy. Last year I was like, I need to go ahead and get into my bag and just do what I need to do. And I met with my producer. I actually met him in the lift.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we met in the lift and he was playing like some music and I was like, who is this? And we exchanged numbers, got each other Instagram, and we linked up, and then we made our first single. So
I love it. What was your first single? Talk to us about that.
my first single was All of Us.
It's dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Check that out, y'all. It's on all streaming platforms. Check that out. Definitely. Talk to us about All of Us.
All of Us, making this record, we just wanted something. Well, I just wanted something positive, something relatable, and the Black Lives Matter movement was going on, and I didn't really feel like we had a song to like honed in on that. So like we worked together over Zoom and we came up with this song and I'm very proud of it.
So you worked on it over Zoom and you talked about Black Lives Matter movement. So these are all things that are, I think, very relevant right now.
Right.
It seems like a lot of, you hit your stride during the pandemic.
Right.
So talk to me about that. Were there any struggles that you had that were unique to that time period?
Yeah, for sure. So I actually left Atlanta at the end of 2019 when I moved to Charlotte.
Okay.
Once I got to Charlotte, I think it was like January, the pandemic was slowly starting to come. So I started my new job in January and I lost my job in March.
Oh, wow.
So that's when I actually started working on my single in March. And that was difficult because unemployment didn't just hit off bat. And so I moved to Charlotte, moved into this apartment, lost my job, and I was like, I want to do music, so let's go.
Do you feel like you would have started or you would have went as hard with music if you hadn't lost your job?
Not right off. I think it would have took a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would have came eventually because it still had the urge in me. But yeah, not right off.
How do you balance those, or how did you balance those things? Or I guess you kind of had to make a decision. I feel like that's a struggle that a lot of people deal with in terms of their passion and then their career or their job and then what they really want to do, what fulfills them. How do you strike a balance between those things?
Bills are very much important, but
True.
at the end of the day, you can't like go to work and be unhappy. You got to do something that fulfills you and makes you happy. And I couldn't put one before the other. Like I had to go to work and I had to do my music, so I was doing it together at the same time. But I just say you got to go forth and what's important to you and what's gonna fulfill you, give you that fulfillment long term.
And it seems like your music definitely does that for you. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep adjusting these glasses. I tried to switch my look up, and I'm annoying myself. But we committed to it, so we're going to keep it going. Stick with it. So talk to me about some goals that you have from here. So the first single dropped, and you've been doing music for 7 years.
7.
But you dropped your first project, or you dropped your first single last year, right? So where do you see yourself going now? What is 2021 going to bring you?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'll have an EP coming out at the end of the year. I'm gonna have 2 singles coming out really soon within the next few weeks. Just to showcase more of what I feel. First song is The Message, the second is Grocery List. 2 different songs, but both showcase a side of me. Just putting myself out there. I really didn't know how difficult it was to get into the music industry and how difficult it was to get your streaming up there. It's literally networking, literally sliding in those DMs, sending those emails, getting on playlists, and just like putting yourself out there.
And that's tough,
Yes.
really putting yourself out there, because rejection is real and patience is real. Sometimes it's just time and you have to just hit the person's inbox at the right moment. Yeah, I mean, how's that process been for you?
It's a waiting game. Like it was in a huge blog that I slid into the DMs. They hit me back like a month or 2 later. And that's kind of discouraging, but you got to keep going. Got to keep going. consistency is the key.
I would say discouraging, but also encouraging
Yes.
to think like at that moment, then they're not fucking with me.
Right.
But then to come back a month or two later and to see, you know what, they did see it.
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
think that's a really, really great feeling. So I would definitely have to give you my props for that in terms of just maintaining patience, because a lot of us don't do that
Right.
when we're trying to ventures and go into new things. I know for me, with vlogging and hosting, I was just like, well, if I'm not instantly successful, I'm gonna be, and I had to get myself out of that mindset. Did you struggle with that as well?
For sure. Like I always, coming from a small town in South Carolina, you always kind of see, well, from my city, I felt like I was the best. Moving to Atlanta was a reality check. So yeah.
It's humbling.
Yeah,
because you
for
became
sure.
a big fish in a small
For
pond.
sure. It's like so many talented people, so many people in your field that's super successful, and they all are hungry for the dream.
Everybody is. But like you said, networking is real, so you also kind of make some connections there. Who are some people that you might shout out? I know you talked about the producer that you met, but who would be some other people that have been kind of instrumental to your success, maybe here in Atlanta or elsewhere?
Definitely, I think I have a really strong core friend group.
Okay.
Like, yeah, without that friend group, my supporters, like, very small group. Like, I don't think I would have done it. Like, to shoot my idea to them and they'd be super supportive of it. So definitely, like, friends are like family.
Oh,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
sure.
And their feedback is usually like the most genuine.
Fair.
Because
Sure.
they don't have anything to gain off of telling you that they like something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we talked about these two singles that you just brought up, Grocery List and The Message.
Yes.
Correct? Now you said that these songs show a different side of you as opposed to all of us who is kind of like globally minded and thinking about the world that we're living in right now. How might Grocery List and The Message give us different sides of Justin Tysean that I think we need to see?
Yeah, for sure. So the message is basically it's basically me writing a letter to like past relationships, my exes. And just like putting that out there, like I believed in it, but it didn't work. Now I'm out. You know?
Okay.
Grocery List is more so on the sexy side. I'm a big fan of Tank, and I listen to his music all the time. And I was featured on his playlist back in October 2020.
Oh, I love Tank.
Yeah.
Tank
Tank is
like I really love
yeah,
Tank.
for sure.
I'm just he's dope though.
Yeah,
no,
for
like
sure.
for real, his music has always been. I feel like he's definitely underrated for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So keep going. We
went
off track. We started talking about Tank.
So I listen to him all the time, and I'm like, I love the way like he can make you feel a sexual emotion through his songs, and like I've always been infatuated with that. So Grocery List is kind of tapping into that.
I think it's very understated because when I listened to it, it took me a while to be like, oh, this is about sex. And so I think that that's kind of, especially with the day and age that we live in with music, it's so dope to see somebody be subtly sexy, and it's not kind of overstated. It's just the right amount. So let's talk about what a full project might look like, because I know you're working on that. So what are some goals you have for that?
So I want to do an EP about seven to 8 songs.
Okay.
I have about 6 of them recorded now. But my ear always changes, and I'm always having ideas. I always want it to be better. An entire project for me trying to find my artistry, trying to find which lane I want to be in. It's gonna be a lot of different sounds from me in that EP.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's every song is different. Like none of the songs are the same. So.
And I think a lot of that comes from not only your writing, but do you write by yourself or do you?
No. Well, I just started writing by myself this year.
Okay.
Last year, me and my producer Corey wrote a lot of songs together.
Dope.
So, yeah.
And in terms of production, who might be some people that I know you're still finding your way in the industry, but you know I believe in manifesting what you want. So who are some producers that you plan to one day collaborate with?
I've always said I wanted to work with Andre 3000. Like his ear is absolutely amazing, and fast forward, Anderson .Paak, I'm a huge fan. So I always wanted to have my entire project produced by Bruno Mars, John Legend, and Anderson .Paak.
Some heavy hitters.
Yes, like I think that sound is so amazing. All 3 different sounds, but to bring it all together would be perfect.
I love it. And when Bruno is who just stood out to me right there, because I feel like he is just so next level with everything he does. But one of my favorite things about him is his dancing choreography. Is that ever something that you plan to venture into?
I like to dance like in front of my friends, but like to get me on a stage, some simpler 1-2 we could do that, but full out dancing.
Not yet.
I'm not there yet.
You could have your Rihanna moment where people kind of doubt you, and then one day just
real simple.
You been
Oh my life.
She fucked it up in that video.
She
That's
did,
the one where I was
she
like,
did.
okay, Rihanna, you can dance.
So it was a live performance on MTV Awards
with the yes at the VMAs.
It was a whole segment. I was
Yes.
like, yeah, but then Beyonce came and killed it.
Fucked her up.
So yeah,
she did.
Yeah.
Well. So as we get ready to wrap up, I would like for you to just kind of tell people if they want to explore Justin Tysean, where might you suggest they start, and then how should they go? Because I feel like when people journey through you're their guide. Where do they need to go, and what should they start by doing?
Oh, for sure. My Instagram, Justin Tysean, JustinTysean. Getting better with my social media because I didn't know how important it was to manage that social media. Like not really caring about followers, but now I see how important it is. My YouTube is Justin Tysean as well. My All of Us video, both videos, I did an acoustic version as well. Both of them are on YouTube. And I did a cover to Love Again by Brandy and Daniel Caesar. It's doing really well on Instagram. But yeah, Justin Tysean on all platforms.
On all platforms, Justin Tysean. He spelled it for you. I ain't gonna spell it out again because I know that y'all were listening, or at least you can rewind a few seconds and you got it. You brought up Brandy. I know that she's probably an influence of yours.
Sure.
Who would be some others that, as we close out again, who would you say are some people that you have to kind of recognize as being part of your musical journey?
Honestly, it's Fantasia.
Ooh,
yeah. So a lot of my family's from High Point, North Carolina. I was in middle school at the time she won American Idol, and it was like everybody was just talking about Fantasia, and American Idol was like really big. And then to see this girl from this really small town, this regular girl from this really small town, like make it and win, I was so inspired. I didn't know then that I wanted to do music, but I just loved to watch her perform and listen to her sing, and I was like, if she can make it, I can too.
And look at you, right here. Gonna be on the stage kicking your shoes off before you know it. So last thing for today, y'all, we're gonna play a little game that I like to. I'm gonna bring this back. I haven't done it with all of my guests recently, but we're gonna do a game of One Gotta Go.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
So do you want the male R&B version or the female R&B version?
Let's go for female R&B.
Female. All right. So I'm gonna give you 4 artists.
Okay.
And one gotta go.
Okay.
Be ready to explain.
Okay.
You got Fantasia. You got Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
You got her. And you got, let me throw somebody. Let's go with, I said Fantasia, her, Jasmine Sullivan. And let's throw in, who is somebody that's just really, really killing the game right now, vocally. Let's go with, let's just throw B in there. Even though that's not really her lane. You know what? I feel like she doesn't fit. So we'll go with Fantasia, Jasmine Sullivan, her, and Queen Naja. Oh damn! That laugh made me feel like you. Oh
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, good. Because I love me some Naja now.
I love Queen.
Wait a minute now.
I love Queen. I'm on the Royal Family every day on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's your 4.
That's
Who gotta
my 4.
go?
Okay. Oh, don't hate me. I'm gonna say bye to her. I know. Yeah, hers absolutely amazing.
She is.
She is absolutely amazing, but I haven't connected with her just yet.
You know, and that's honestly, I would agree.
Okay.
I'm starting to like I always recognize her talent. I love her voice, but I'm starting to appreciate her more as an artist. Damage really kind of helped me the video, the everything, just like her look now with not always wearing shades. I feel like she's more open now. Like I can see your eyes. I feel more connected.
I can
to
connect.
you.
Yeah.
So maybe next time you come around, maybe she won't be the one X'd out.
Yeah, she's an amazing artist though. So, but yeah, it's just a connection thing for me. That's all.
Yeah, I can see y'all doing some acoustic stuff together.
I would love. If you watch this video of her, I didn't say your name.
Nobody has to go. Well, that's my time with Justin Tysean. Any closing words for my audience, sir?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, y'all. Make sure y'all check me out. I got so much stuff coming out, and you won't be disappointed because I know what I like to hear, and so I want to give everybody what they need to hear.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. And that's our time, y'all.
Stay y'all. It's your boy Cortez Mack, and I appreciate you watching my videos. Please make sure that you subscribe before you go. Do whatever you finna do. Make sure that you like my ish, man. Like my stuff. Subscribe to my channel. It's Cortez Mack TV. Beauty ways.